Yes, friends, I hope you guys are well. Life is good. The weather here in the UK is back to its normal state where it's cloudy, but it's still nice and warm and it's cooler temperatures. Life is good, friends. Once you look after your health, give up addictions, and it doesn't mean it's gonna be smooth sailing all the way through just because you've given up a addiction, like in my case, cigarettes. I feel good for it, I'm happy about it, and this is the way it should have been. I should have never touched this addictive drug called cigarettes. But here I am, I'm a human, so we have our faults and we make mistakes, and it's okay to forgive yourself and understand that you're only human and things will happen like this. I'm now just waiting to start my job soon. As you know, I have a part-time job in addition to Uber, which is also part-time. I work around both of them and it seems to work out for me fine. I enjoy it like this. I'm able to manage to do both of them and hold on to the jobs in a sense. Because in the past, previously, I've never been able to do a full-time job for long periods of time, maybe a couple of years max, and then I'll get fed up and move on. Waking up at 7 a.m., finishing at 5, by the time you get home, 6 o'clock, Monday to Friday. This is not a way to live. And what I'm doing now, at least I have a bit of flexibility in between these jobs. I can attend the gym, see my kids, go to the park, do anything I want to do. It gives me flexibility and opportunity to do things. Whereas a full-time job, you're proper slaving away as a wage slave. And the plan is to slowly transition into better things where I'm not having to exchange my time for money all the time. And this is very popular. A lot of people want this life. They want the passive income. They want all this easy life. But you have to work hard in the beginning. You have to serve in order to lead, as the saying goes. So this is the situation, friends. I've noticed on my YouTube feed sometimes, and even on TikTok, a lot of protests are happening here in the UK. They won't show it too much on the mainstream media, but they do. Other media platforms and YouTube and stuff, where you have these protesters all, you know, ganging up around a hotel and, protesting about immigration and so on, that, they're taking our jobs. The quality of life here in the UK is bad because of immigration. And when I analyze these people and, these protests that are going on, it just makes you want to bang your head against the wall, because the obvious problems that we have in society here in the UK and many other countries in the Western world are not immigration. And if it is immigration, it's minuscule. It's not a big chunk of what's causing societal problems. And I notice, as you know, I talk about addictions and how it affects our health and our life. And as working class people, ordinary people, we should prioritize our health, give up addictions, and that way we'll be able to manage, all the challenges that we have in life, which are hard and many for the ordinary person. But when I see these protesters, majority of them look like they have addictions. They are not working. They have a lot of time to go and hang about outside hotels. And they look like working class people, like myself. And there's the problem. This is what the media has fed them. And this is where they feel a sense of nationalism, sense of community, because they've failed in extent in life because of their addictions. They've not gone far because of maybe health issues, or they have not been, striving to better their lives financially, career-wise, skills, travel, and all sorts. And obviously the easy targets are immigrations, immigrants, as they like to call it. I like to call them humans, but they like to call it immigration. So this is the irony. And I'm not saying there isn't an immigration issue in the country, but this should go down to the doors of the government. The previous government, the Conservatives, who were in charge for 14 years. But none of these so-called protesters went to Downing Street to protest in their numbers as they are now constantly. They didn't. They are like sheeps. So all they do is prey on the weak people or the weakest in society. And, you know, they use them as a scapegoat for their failures in life, for their setbacks, because they are the easy targets. Why not go protest against the banks who are bending us over left, right, centre, who we bailed out in 2008 using our own tax money, the taxpayers? Why not the Conservative Party, 14 years in power, and they fed us Brexit and gave us lies about the benefits of Brexit? Why don't you guys protest against these politicians who sold you Brexit? Why are we not protesting about every April here in the UK, the cost of living going up, inflation going up, all our bills are going up, council taxes, road tax bills that you pay for your car, you know, everything, gas, electricity, they just increase it. Whilst your money is staying where it is and is becoming devalued. So why are we not protesting about this? Surely the inflation, the cost of living, the taxation system here in the UK, these are the major problems that are facing us, that are facing the ordinary working class people like yourself and me. Why are we not protesting like this? And this is the problem with this country, friends. It's the vast majority of people who are doing this sort of nonsense. They are working class and poor. You would not find a rich person amongst them protesters. 98% of them are working class people with addictions and health issues. You will not find the middle class or the rich people protesting like this against immigration, because they know the realities. They know where they put their money and energy in. Whereas they use us, the working class people, to hate each other, to divide each other, and to distract each other from the real situation that is facing us. The system is the one that's causing our lives to be worse than it is. So it's a different take on this channel, friends, and I'm sure some of you guys will resonate with what I'm saying. Leave me a comment, give us a like. This helps the algorithm and, you know, grow this channel and community. But this is real talk. This is raw. And, you know, there's no hatred on this channel, on this community. It's all about being real, realistic, and living and let live. So this is the reality, friends. And I hope you guys are looking after your health and prioritizing your health, especially if you're of working class background, ordinary background, friends. On that note, have a lovely day, and I shall check in with you guys tomorrow.